Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're starting inside today because people keep asking about wildfire. This isn't wildfire. This is Whiskey. Whiskey's hanging out with Rowan because there's food. Wildfire is in a little den she's made under the dog beds here when we picked up the dog beds to clean the floor. She's doing fantastic. She is officially 6 weeks old. Permanent fixture on the farm. She's not going anywhere. And currently she's not leaving the chair. So that's wildfire for the week. Whiskey again. Tequila and vodka are hanging out in the kitchen, the dining room, because that's where the food is. There's vodka. That's where the food is. And don't we all hang out in the dining room and the kitchen because there's food there? Of course we do. So that's where the dogs and wildfire are. Let's zip outside and check on everyone out there. So we're outside and we're just going to open the door and let Gwen in. Gwen's been outside a lot because her baby has been in the house, but she's not really a house cat. She likes to be outside. She is an outside cat. So she's been coming in the house to feed her baby, though Wildfire is weaning, so she doesn't need to be fed as often. But she's still coming in the house to feed her baby and staying outside most of the time because she doesn't really like being in the house. She just doesn't. So let's quickly stop in, see our young birds. They are growing up. You can see we've got some quail down here. We've got the chickens. They will all kind of graduate and move into the big barn as soon as they're big enough. And the quail are not big enough yet. By next weekend they will be. So everyone's doing well in here. We've sold some of the baby quail, so we kept the colors we think we want. Maybe we're going to sell a few more. We kind of like the quail we've got, so we'll see. And these chickens are not silkies. Hopefully they will be some of our layers for next year. But right now everyone is still small, still needing to grow up a little bit. They are not currently able to go outside. They're too little. They need their heat a little bit. Starting to get chilly at night, so they're not quite ready to emerge into the wide world. Let's step out of the gazebo and we will head this way and see Shadowfax and Arwen doing their thing. They're eating their hay, having a fine old time. This week has been a real rainy one, so it just kept pouring all week, making it difficult to film. And frankly, when it's pouring, it can be annoying to look after the animals because it never stops pouring. So yes, we have Shadowfax and Arwen. Shadowfax was really muddy yesterday. He's not as bad today, but he was really muddy yesterday. And Arwen hasn't even been out of the barn for 3 days because it hasn't stopped raining. But now that it has stopped raining, Arwen is back out of the barn, and Shadowfax is looking a little cleaner. He's still got mud on his back because he rolled in the mud, but he's looking a lot cleaner. He is preparing for winter, so you can start to see that he's getting kind of these long, hairy nonsense happening. He is starting to get his winter woolies, which sounds funny because we're only at the beginning of September, but our days are getting shorter, and it's a good thing that he fuzzes up because we can get some pretty frigid temperatures starting in October, and those frigid temperatures can last all the way through March. So she's starting to get fuzzy as well, nice and fluffy. That's a good thing. They will stay warm through the winter. Over here we have our birds. One of our naked necks. I like that one. There goes Turkey. You know, that's a sleeping naked neck. And the naked necks always look funny when they sleep. You can see their necks. She's like, what? I like them. So we have pretty much decided who we're keeping here. So we've got a couple of roosters. That's Scorch right here. He is going to be in our breeding coop. And I think with him in the spring, we're going to pair her. And we are going to pair Lucy, who's right there. She's our lavender. So I think we're going to pair them up, group these three together, and have a really nice coop there. I'm deciding on the others. We've got some ducks sleeping in there. People keep asking where are the ducks. They're over there. It's nap time for ducks. Okay, ducks are doing really well. Everyone's doing pretty well, actually. So everyone's just resting, winding down. It's morning here, but it's kind of a gloomy, annoying morning. So, it's the way it is. But yeah, we've kind of sorting out who we want to be in our breeding coops. That guy in the corner is also a rooster. We're definitely going to put him with a couple of ladies. I just haven't picked his ladies yet. We'll see. We will see. But this is my Lucy. She is a lavender or a self blue silky, and she's absolutely beautiful. And we are definitely going to be using her in our breeding program next year because we're really happy with her. There's a couple others we are definitely going to use. So we'll see how everyone grows. Some of them are still pretty young, obviously. Some of them are still young, so we don't really know for sure what they'll grow into. We have a couple of blacks with leakage. Leakage being the gold band around their neck that's not ideal. But we also have a couple of blacks with no leakage. So we're kind of narrowing down who we want in our breeding group for next year. And of course we have a couple of our layers in there. Looking good. Our quail are doing fine. They are laying less because we have less and less light. But there are still, in that corner there's some eggs. In this corner there's some eggs. So we are still getting plenty of eggs. Just not as many as we were. Mostly because the days are getting shorter. So, as the days get shorter, they lay less. It's based on light. And I don't add supplemental light. So when they stop laying for the year, they stop laying. That's just the way it is. Some of the new young hens will probably continue to lay, but everyone else probably will not. Here we are with our girls, female rabbits. These are female Rexes. There's also a female Lop in here who likes to play. And everyone is doing pretty darn well. We are deciding if we want to sell a couple of these black otters, but we kind of like everybody. Why are there two chickens fighting? Also, here's Pippin. Sometimes we don't always catch Pippin on screen because she's very hard to catch. She loves to be outside in the summer, but she's still here, still gorgeous, still being her kitty cat self. And this is Silverado, and she's doing well. Looking good. Looking good, baby. But yeah, they're doing just fine. Absolutely fine over there. Our boys are doing excellent. Our boys are looking pretty good, except you keep pulling that down, and I'm so mad at you when you do that, Bonnie. I'm so mad at you when you do that. Yeah, he's a bad boy. Keeps pulling down the netting and chewing on it. You're a bad boy. And we've got everyone here doing perfectly fine. In the back there, that's Possum. Bonnie, obviously. I think we are selling the two smaller ones, I think, maybe. We have trouble. We're keeping the two bigger casters. Obviously, one is Falcon, so he's staying. And the smaller one is Rowan. I think we're keeping him as well just because they're awesome. And I think we're keeping Possum there, who's cleaning his face. He's looking real good. So I think we're keeping him. I think so anyway, maybe. I think we're definitely keeping Possum. He's a good boy. He is a good boy. Nice big stretches there, man. And everyone else, I think we're selling two boys. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. Anyway, now on to our three little surprises of the week. So everyone knew that she was in here isolated, waiting to have babies. We'd actually given up on her having babies because she had hit 35 days gestation. And 35 days gestation is a freaking long time. That's a long time for a rabbit. Generally, rabbits are, they kindle on day 31. She tends to kindle on day 30. So when we hit 35 days, we're like, well, not going to have any babies. Tomorrow morning we'll move her. And then, just the other morning, we woke up to a whole bundle of little tiny babies. So we have quite a few little tiny babies here. We haven't counted them yet because they're pretty newborn. I'm leaving. She doesn't love me, she loves Rowan. So we have a bunch of new baby Rexes. That is our last bundle of the year. Okay, we won't have any more after that because it is getting too late in the year to breed outdoor rabbits for us because it just gets too cold. Like, we're a month away from potential deep snowfall. Hopefully the snow holds off, but it's entirely possible it won't. So no more outdoor babies for us, including hatching chickens, because it just gets too cold here. I am envious of those of you who live far enough south that you can still be breeding rabbits, outdoor rabbits, in the wintertime, or at least in the fall. We can't. We absolutely cannot. So that's it for outdoor bunnies. We will follow those babies as they grow. Obviously, we'll continue to look at them, continue to enjoy them, but we won't have another litter of outdoor rabbits until tomorrow. I mean, until the spring tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Till the spring. Our other surprise I can't show you. So I said there were 3 surprises. That was one. The other one's under here. Bowser had her kittens. However, I can't show them to you because they're under here. They're in this corner. We know they're in this corner. However, we can't get to them. They are perfectly safe under here, so they are protected from the weather. They are protected from animals. Nobody can get them. They're perfectly safe. The cats can get under here and nobody else can. So they're fine. We just don't get to see them yet. So hopefully in, a couple more weeks, we will get to see them as they emerge from their little hidey hole. They grow up a little bit, and hopefully we'll get to see what colors they are. That'll tell us who the dad is. For our third surprise, that's the second surprise that unfortunately I can't actually show you. Our third surprise, we got to go back inside. Our third surprise is here. Where are you guys? Over there. I know. We have a couple, just 2. These are Gemini's babies, Holland Lops. They are broken blacks. They are Vienna marked broken blacks. There's 2 of them. Just 2. All we've got is 2 little babies. Where's the other one? Right here. So all we've got are the 2 little babies, both broken black, both Vienna marked. So we're excited to see whether these little guys have blue eyes or not, and whether one of them is a girl. Because a broken black, blue-eyed girl, I may have to keep. So we will see. We will see if we have to keep one of these little ones. We'll see. We won't be able to sex them for about 6 weeks. For sure. Anyway, we can start checking earlier than that, but we won't be able to sex them for sure for about 6 weeks. Anyway, that is about it for us this week. We did have 3 awesome little surprises. Our other cat, people noticed, was pregnant. Jake, yes, she is still pregnant. We expect her to be pregnant in a couple more weeks, so we probably won't see her children for a little bit. But for now, we have the 2 litters of baby bunnies and the kittens that we can't see because they're under the deck. So lots still going on here at the farm. Just no more baby bunnies after this, except I will have another litter of indoor lops, but just no more outdoor babies. So the litter we've got going now is the last outdoor litter. And no more hatching chicks for this year, but that doesn't mean nothing happens on the farm. Fall just means things change. Things do slow down a little bit, but we still have plenty going on. So stay tuned each week as we follow everyone as they grow up and find their new homes. Anyway, that is about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.